I've listened to basically all the how to grow on YouTube videos, and growing on YouTube is surprisingly uncomplicated. In fact, there are three main strategies that the best YouTubers absolutely swear by. These were the same strategies that took them from being normal people to where they are today. Although I guess some of them are still normal, but you get my point. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what those three strategies are and the mistakes that could be the reason why you're struggling to grow at all. So the first strategy has been followed by some of the biggest creators on the platforms. Creators like PewDiePie, who was the first YouTuber to hit 100 million subscribers, MKBHD, arguably the most famous tech influencer, and then of course, Mr. Beast, who now has over 450 million subscribers. They all use this one dumb, simple strategy. When you hear it, most of you are going to be like, no, I'm not going to use that. Some of you will be interested, and then a small percentage of you will actually take action so you can grow your own channel. What all these YouTubers recommend when you start is to make 100 bad videos. Now, what you might be thinking when you hear that is, what kind of backwards YouTube growth advice is making bad videos? I'm unsubscribing immediately. Now, hey, I didn't say it. Your beef is with Mr. Beast, not me. But I think there's a reason that all of them recommend it. Unless you were born with a camera in your hand and social media flowing through your veins when you start on YouTube, you'll probably be bad, like really bad. But the good news is they were too. Now, if they continued to only make bad videos, not only would their growth be painfully slow, but also no one would watch them because their videos were just bad. But there's another strategy that they all understand that finally took them from making those bad videos to making videos that now get tens of millions of views. Mr. Beast has often been asked the question, what actually makes a great YouTube video? Is it the idea, the script? Is it storytelling? Is it the editing? And he had a really interesting answer that seems very, very obvious once you know it, but most people totally overlook it. But before I tell you that, there's a successful entrepreneur named Naval Ravikant that has a similar philosophy. He goes and says it like this.
In that sense, I think Malcolm Gladwell popularized this idea of 10,000 hours to mastery. I would say it's actually 10,000 iterations to mastery. It's not actually 10,000. It's some unknown number, but it's about the number of iterations that drives a learning curve. And iteration is not repetition. Repetition is a different thing. Repeating is doing the same thing over and over. Iteration is modifying it with a learning and then doing another version of it. So
It's not 1,000 reps, it's 1,000 iterations. John Maxwell, leadership legend, says reflection turns experience into insight. Meaning, don't just make videos and then move on. Actually look at them, see why they worked or see why they didn't work, study them, and make improvements. Okay, now back to Mr. Beast. So what is it that makes a great video? He said the difference between a good video and a great video isn't one thing, it's 1,000 small improvements. And I think that's good news and bad news. The good news is these are small, pretty doable tweaks, but the bad news is there are 1,000 of them. But if you improve one thing per video, I guarantee you video 1 compared to video 100, video 100 is going to be so much better. All right, now for everyone who doesn't want it to take 10 years to grow a decent sized following on YouTube, what do you actually do? Well, one of the things that made Mr. Beast so good at YouTube is that he obsessively studied content. I mean, literally 8 hours per day for years. On the Joe Rogan podcast, he said he's probably put 40 to 50,000 hours into YouTube. Along the way, he figured out of all the things you could be doing with your videos, there's a few things that actually make the difference in terms of what is getting views. Once he figured it out, he went from making these bad videos to getting videos that are getting millions and millions of views. So here's the hard part about YouTube, especially now. There are 2 million new YouTube videos uploaded every single day. So the question is, how in the world are you going to stand out? And that's what Mr. Beast wanted to know as well. So he spent thousands of hours studying content that blew up, and I think he discovered it. Also on the Joe Rogan podcast, he said that ideas are everything. You can literally get 10 times more views with just a better idea. See, once you have the skills to make good videos, how you get exponentially more views and much faster growth is you're using the third strategy. Once you've started and gotten good, how you get exponentially more views and faster growth is you focus on not only having better ideas, but then also packaging them in the right way. Now, I think for the most part, people know what information there is about growing on YouTube. You have to start, you have to get good, and then you also have to have good ideas. So why don't people grow? Well, I think there are three main causes, even with all the answers, why people aren't growing. And the first is analysis paralysis. And usually this actually stems from the fear of failing. Like for me, I was spending years literally thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but I didn't make any videos. And the second one is a lack of consistency. One thing that all these guys were doing is they upload consistently for years. Even with great content, if you're not putting out on a regular basis, it's going to be very, very hard to grow. And then the third is a lack of iteration. They could have been uploading for years, but if their content wasn't getting any better than when they started, they never would have been growing. So if you keep uploading and you keep getting better, good things are going to happen. Now, on your YouTube journey, you might be wondering, well, how long is this actually going to take? That's why in this video, I break down a bit of my own YouTube journey, growing a channel to 60,000 subscribers, and I show you how long it took and what helped us speed up our growth considerably. So check that out.